Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am not sure how much background to give you.
Whatever you think is relevant. Err on the shorter side, but
Yeah, it's not. I'll just ask the question.
that's better, usually. I usually don't need people's background, but if they
Yeah.
want to tell me.
Yeah. You said something yesterday that I would like to, if you can, I'd like you to elaborate. I started this year.
Okay.
It's been super accelerated. I am awake. This has confirmed I am awake. I knew before I got here, but this confirmed it.
Yeah.
And so I've been following my intuition. It brought me here, and it's taken me where I need to be. So my question, you said yesterday that we need to give our ego enough playground. And that resonated with me because sometimes I get confused. Is it intuition? Is it ego? And I get spun up.
Yeah. Well, I can give you a very simple answer to that, since we're talking from a very even playing ground when it comes to awakeness, consciousness. The simple answer is this one will sneak up on you in a lot of ways, and if you really notice its signature, it will very much help you. But what happens is the belief, or it's more like a tendency of the mind to go, oh wait, I'm not sure, is this because you do have the insight, and it's not like you have it, the insight is there, it's dawned, it's clear, it's obvious, it's the primary experience all the time, even if you get lost in thoughts or whatever, right? You know that's obvious, so it's great. So the mind, the first thing the mind can do sometimes to get you on the thought trail will be like, I don't know if this is that awakening thing that happened, or awareness or awakeness, or is it a doubt or a thought or a perception, or, right? It'll give you this either or thing, and it's almost like it's putting a gun to your head. It's like, okay, you got to decide. You got to decide right now. Which one is it? The truth of it is, the part of our mind, the mechanism, doesn't actually see option one. It just sees the effects of it. It doesn't actually know what awakeness is, because it's a reflection. And it's a divided reflection. It's a reflection that will always feel and appear sort of as a divisive experience. So anytime you feel like, I got to make a big decision about this, that's always a thought. Always a thought.
Okay.
Like you have to discern two things that are really important. Is this practice, or should I do this practice or that one? Is this real? Is this actual clarity? Is this my intuition? Is this true insight right now? Or is this just a thought? That's the thought. The thought is the one that says you have to decide which one's a thought and which isn't a thought, because that's the one you can identify with, and then it gets you down a trail that's like, okay, maybe I should meditate on it. Should I sit with it? Should I do some inquiry? Like, that's the thought train already happening. Yeah?
I get
that. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay.
What if it's not specific to awakening and it's more about work? It's just my job. I have a situation. Just an example, right? There's something that has come up. I can do A or B. And I should probably tell you I'm in human resources. So it's not. Okay. It's never an easy choice, A or B.
Right.
And so.
But in the end, you're going to only choose one. You know that, right?
Right.
100%.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Go.
I just always want to make sure that it's not from an ego-based place.
Okay. I'll give you a very practical. Is there someone you work with that you really trust their judgment?
Yes.
Okay, then if you feel stuck on something like that, the first thing I would do is just ask, just calm down for a second and go, okay, what does my heart really know I should do right here? And sometimes that's enough, because the reason we aren't sure isn't because we're not sure, but because we don't want to admit to ourselves that if I do A, I have to have a really freaking difficult conversation I do not want to have. If I do B, I can actually avoid that, even though I know A is probably the right answer. So sometimes you just stop and go, okay, what does my gut know I really need to do? Or what does my heart know what I really need to do here? Sometimes that will reveal the answer, and then you're good. Don't think about it after that. This is kind of maybe what I would do. The second part, though, is if you really don't know, and sometimes you may not. You may be like, I don't know, that's got this benefit, but this major drawback. This has a totally different drawback, but another benefit. They're kind of equal. Just ask somebody you trust.
Okay.
Just go, hey, can I run this by you? That's my advice, very simply.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah. It's cool being in here when it's like there's no big project, right? And it's just, you can just enjoy it.
I love it.
Isn't it
I love
awesome?
it. My big projects probably ended in September, and I
Oh,
realized, and so now my intention for this retreat was to settle down.
yeah,
Yeah.
good. I
Yeah.
love it. Cool. Nice to see you. Thank you.